Coming up on Murrow News 8, a new update on the UGBO situation.
And the Pac-12 schedule has finally been released. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ibrahim Daniel.
And I'm Madeline Wallace. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
WSU men's basketball forward Emmanuel Ugbo is a defendant of a civil protection order as previously reported by Murrow News 8. WSU volleyball player Laurel Johnson filed the restraining order against Ugbo. Ugbo and Johnson were in a relationship in 2025. She alleges Ugbo was stalking her and trying to make contact with her through a variety of sources. The case has a hearing set for next Wednesday. WSU men's basketball has not made a comment still.
Don McBride, a 46-year-old man, was tased in Pullman on Wednesday. Commander Reuben Harris with the Pullman Police Department said that McBride was acting abnormal, hitting neighboring houses while yelling. The officer used a taser but had no effect on him. McBride turned and ran towards nearby homes, and the police took him to the ground. He's been charged with 3 counts of third-degree assault after allegedly spitting on the officer.
Authorities say no charges will be filed in a fight that happened last fall at the University of Idaho that left one man seriously injured. According to police department and Latah County prosecutor's office, the fight on Greek Row was considered mutual combat. Police say 26-year-old Austin Dawson was injured after his head hit the pavement during the altercation with a member of the Phi Delta Theta. Prosecutors say there isn't enough evidence to prove aggravated battery. Charges will not be filed.
A judge denied Idaho Attorney General Raul Labrador's attempt to dismiss a lawsuit that was challenging the state's near-total abortion ban, meaning the case will move forward in court. The lawsuit was brought by a doctor and others who argued the abortion law was too vague and put physicians at risk when trying to treat patients facing serious pregnancy concerns.
Calling all Cougar football fans, we finally have a schedule for the 2026 season as we welcome in the new Pac-12. The Cougars will still start their season on September 5th in Seattle to face off in the annual Apple Cup against state rival Washington Huskies. Their first home matchup will be against Tuskegee on September 19th. Coming up after the break, we have a live look at a new restaurant in downtown Pullman.
And our reporter Levi is going out and seeing what people are doing for Valentine's Day.
Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
A new restaurant is moving to downtown Pullman. We sent our reporter Grace Harvey to find out more about the restaurant.
Thanks, guys. We're right here in downtown Pullman at the new location of Larissa's Apron. As you can see on the window, they mostly do smoothies, salads, and other types of health foods. Now, this restaurant did move from its previous location off of Terraview into this new, bigger building, and we did just hear from the restaurant that the grand opening is on Tuesday. Now, for business hours, they'll be open during the work week from 8 to 6 p.m. and on the weekends from 9 to 4. Super excited for you guys to try this out. That's all I have from down here. I'll shoot back to you at the desk for more news.
Valentine's Day is tomorrow. We sent our reporter Levi Couvert to find out what people's ideal dates around Pullman are.
With Valentine's Day coming up tomorrow, we asked students what they think the best date would be in Pullman.
I think Birch and Barley or South Fork are probably the top ones.
You know, I'm kind of thinking the museums.
Ooh, the ideal date in Pullman. Personally, I love going bowling, so Zeppo's is a great place. But also late night walks around campus.
Yeah, I gotta love those deep talks in the late nights.
Honestly, go see the Bears.
Yeah.
Picnic right outside the bear cage.
Picnic with the Bears, I love it. Thanks, Maddie.
Let them smell the food, come on over, get a sniff.
I feel like the ideal date is just a little sunset drive with your partner.
A date activity in Pullman. I'd say going on a nice walk. The Pullman Trail, I don't know what it's called, but that one's pretty.
If you are craving some lasagna and don't have a date for Valentine's Day, Princeton is holding a fundraiser dinner from 5 to 7 p.m. at the center in Princeton, Idaho. Adults and kids can purchase lasagna dinners for $12 or under. This is to support the Palouse River Community Center.
A Washington State employee recently took the national stage at the Westminster Dog Show in New York. I spoke with her about what it meant to her and what it takes to get there. For Denise Wading and her Cardigan Welsh Corgi Witten, competing at Westminster wasn't just another weekend show.
It was kind of cool to know that I had a lot of backing from my coworkers as well as, you know, people in the community. I didn't realize that there were that many people, you know.
Getting to that level takes nearly year-round commitment. Denise says most of their weekends are spent competing.
It is a big deal to people. Like, they thought it was really cool that, you know, I got an invite instead of, you know, I didn't just enter that show. She's in the top 5 Cardigan Welsh Corgis, so she got an invite.
And even when they're not at a show, the training continues.
She would go 1.5 miles, 4 days a week, and we did, you know, just regular stretches and stuff like that.
All that work led to Madison Square Garden, one of the most recognized stages in the country.
It was worth us going.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of, but yeah, it was exciting. It would have been more exciting had she gotten the breed, but you know, it's all right. I like both of the dogs that beat her.
But back home in Pullman, Denise says the community support made the moment even more special. Standing outside the WSU Veterinary Teaching Hospital, Denise says while Westminster may be one of the biggest stages in the country, the support she felt right here in Pullman meant just as much.
It's awesome to have the support. I don't like to be center of attention, but it is kind of nice to have that, to know I've got lots of supporters back at home.
Reporting in Pullman, Washington, I'm Madeline Wallace, Murrow News 8.
On January 29th, 58-year-old Robin Green was pulled over for a broken taillight, but officers noticed Green looked impaired and took her into custody. Officers searched her vehicle and found fentanyl, methamphetamine, oxycodone, and marijuana. Green was arrested on several drug charges and had a preliminary hearing in Latah County, 2nd District Court. Coming up, we have more information about Michelle's Closet closing.
And a new program the University of Idaho is adapting.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end and it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Michelle's Closet, a popular consignment store with 2 locations in Pullman, is set to close this Sunday. Our reporter Becky Oberlander has more on what it meant to students and why it's closing.
Michelle Kelly and her husband opened Michelle's Closet in 2019 to give students a place to shop for affordable, higher-end clothing, something they understood as former Cougs who had a smaller budget themselves.
My husband and I are both graduates at WSU, and we just remembered being there, not having a place that had quality clothing but was moderately priced.
Michelle opened a second location on Greek Row that offered the same variety of options, and customers said it was a convenient place for them to shop.
Michelle's Closet was awesome for me and all of my friends, especially we lived in the sorority house right across the street from Michelle's Closet, so it was really convenient for us to literally just walk like 5 or 6 feet and get some really convenient, affordable clothing options, especially on a tight college budget.
But at the end of 2025, sales were low and the store started looking more and more like this, empty.
When construction projects were happening last year, less people were coming downtown. So, more often than not, customers looking to shop here would be met with a storefront that looks like this and a door that was closed.
I think the average consumer got used to, while construction happened for those 8 months, got used to not coming down to Pullman. Also, I think for a busy college student, it's just become way more convenient to order something online.
The store served as a resource for students, and now it's one whose presence in Pullman is ending. Reporting in Pullman, this is Becky Oberlander for Murrow News 8.
The University of Idaho and the University of Utah are partnering on a new program meant to train more Idaho physicians. U of I announced Wednesday its partnership with Utah Spencer Fox Eccles School.
Sienna has a look at what Valentine's Day weather will be looking like.
Thank you. Yeah, this Valentine's Day, I'm so excited. But today we have a high of 46 degrees and a low of 37 degrees with our sunset at 5:11 if you are a sunset person. Tomorrow's weather for Valentine's Day, the oh so special day, we have a high of 45 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. So make sure that you bundle up if you are going to be with your loved one because we do have a rain-snow mix. Now, going across the state today, we have in Seattle, we have a high of 48 and a low of 40 degrees. And Olympia's a high of 45 and a low of 30 degrees. So they're experiencing some showers as well. Just like kind of excited for Yakima and Tri-Cities, where we have a high of 46 and a low of 39. With in Yakima, we have a high of 44 and a low of 32, and they're experiencing a little bit of showers as well. Now we're going to go all the way to our neighbors in Spokane, who are experiencing a high of 45 and a low of 37 degrees, which they're experiencing a little bit of cloudy weather as well. And for our 5-day forecast, on Saturday and Sunday, we're experiencing some rain-snow mix with a high of 45 and a low of 36 on Saturday, 44 and 34 on Sunday. And then throughout Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're experiencing the same situation. With Wednesday, we have a little bit of showers, so get ready for that. Make sure that you bring out your raincoats and those extra jackets. And that's all I have for you. Back at the desk.
Thanks, Sienna. Sanctuary Dance held a showcase this past weekend at WSU, but a look behind the scenes reveals a tight bond between young dancers, teen dancers, and their college-age coaches.
Most kids don't spend several hours every evening perfecting a dance routine, but that's what the young dancers of Sanctuary Dance do for a passion day in and day out.
Getting like all the hours we spend at dance, like getting to show them all that hard work that like we put at the dance studio and like that we put in with our teachers and like coaches and our friends.
The dancers start learning their competitive dances in August, dedicating hours and hours of hard work until the competitive season starts in late February. But first, they have a final showcase at Daggy Hall on the WSU campus.
Behind me is one of the many classes where the dancers learn the skills that they're going to need throughout the competitive season. Now the showcase is the perfect opportunity to get one last big dress rehearsal before that competitive season gets underway.
It's a chance for us to perform and just show Pullman what we do.
For the dancers, first stepping on the stage may be difficult, but the feeling of success and an excited crowd quickly makes all the hard work worth it.
It's kind of nerve-wracking, but also at the same time, it's really like enjoyable to be like to know that you're doing like what you love and like being able to like show everyone like what you've been working on.
The dancers are not the only ones who feel rewarded. Their coaches feel the same way.
And just knowing that their highlight of their day is coming to dance and seeing us, like that is just, it's a great feeling.
Yeah. From the youngest of competitive dancers at around 6 years old to the oldest in their teens, the dancers still spend so much time together that they have created a tight-knit community.
But like we're working with the same people around 36 to 48 hours a week. So they really start to feel like your sisters, and that's really cool. And these relationships that I'm making right now will definitely last me a lifetime.
As for whether or not all the teamwork translates to success on the stage, just watch this routine. Connor Seiferling reporting from Pullman, Murrow, News 8.
Coming up after the break, Grant will give us a look at what's going on in the sports world.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
I'm Grant Cavalier doing your sports today. The Pac-12 announced that there will be a flex game in Week 13. Our reporter Levi Couvert has more on what it is.
The Pac-12 revealed its full conference schedule on Wednesday, and WSU now has its full football schedule for the 2026 season. The Cougs kick off against Washington for the Apple Cup in Week 1 and travel to Kansas State. They host a pair of non-conference opponents in Duquesne and Arizona before kicking off Pac-12 play with a home game against Fresno State. From there, the Cougs hit the road against Utah State and Oregon State, where they'll play in Corvallis for the third straight year. They host Boise State, travel to San Diego State, host Colorado State, visit Texas State, and finish the year with a home game that is tentatively scheduled against Oregon State. To find out more about the schedule and the situation that could unfold in Week 13, I spoke with reporter Greg Woods of the Spokesman Review.
So it's all kind of set up with the college football playoff in mind. So like right now, WSU is projected to face Oregon State, which like that game might still play out the way it's scheduled, but it could change. Like let's say we get to week whatever that is, the last game of the season, and like WSU is having a great year and Oregon State's having a down year, or vice versa. Like they will set up the matchups so that the title game, which is the game after, has the best chance of sending a team on to the playoff, which is kind of what it's all about.
Looking at the road schedule for the Cougs, the Cougars obviously traveling up to Seattle for that game against the Huskies and also down to Corvallis against the rival Oregon State Beavers. They also have a game down south in sunny San Diego. They'll take on the Aztecs, and a game over in the middle of the country against Utah State, where they'll take on Utah State University, who they played last year in Boise. This time they're in Utah. They also have a couple of longer road trips. They head over to the Midwest against Kansas State University, and their longest road trip all the way down south at Texas State University. In total, it's about 6,200 miles of travel for the Cougs, which might sound like a lot, but it's actually a lot less than last year. Last year, they had over 10,000 miles traveled. That included road trips all the way to the east side against Virginia and James Madison, as well as Ole Miss and North Texas. So it should be a lot less travel, about 40% less travel for the Cougs this time around. I asked student journalist Smith Sly how he felt the Cougs would fare in 2026.
Probably a good 9-3. I think would be. Wow. I think 9-3 is a pretty good. That's. I think with. I mean, granted, I'm an optimist at the end of the day, but I think 9-3 is probably pretty. That's kind of what I'm expecting.
We'll have to see just how the schedule plays out. Levi Couvert reporting for Murrow News 8.
It's opening day for the Cougs down in Tuscaloosa. Men's baseball takes on the Alabama Crimson Tide as they start their season in SEC territory. After finishing last season with an 8-36 record, the Cougs offseason consisted of hiring a new infield coach and adding players such as Joey Hecker, a Pullman High alum. Key players returning include shortstop Gavin Roy and right-handed pitcher Luke Myers. The Cougs won't play at home until March 20th when they host the Grand Canyon Antelopes for a 3-game Mountain West Conference series. WSU women's basketball lost 68-61 to the Portland Pilots. WSU ended the first quarter with a 14-2 lead, but the lead quickly evaporated in the second quarter as the Pilots scored 29 points. At halftime, the score was 31-27, and after half, WSU still could not stop the momentum the Pilots built in that second quarter as they scored 37 in the final quarters. WSU's leading scorer was Charlotte Abraham, who had 18 points and 8 rebounds. Chris Paul has announced his retirement from the NBA. Paul signed with the Los Angeles Clippers this past offseason. Things then went sour with head coach Tyronn Lue, and they saw things differently. Paul was hopeful to have a farewell tour with the Clippers this season, but ended up being traded to the Raptors, and instead of going to Canada, he elected to retire. Congrats on a fantastic career to you. And some more basketball news. The NBA is cracking down on teams allegedly tanking. The Utah Jazz have been fined $500,000, and last year's finals runner-up, the Indiana Pacers, have been hit with a $100,000 charge. The fines come from a violation of the player participation policy and, quote, conduct detrimental to the league. The Pacers and Jazz are at the bottom of their conferences, and with many fans and teams knowing it is a talented upcoming draft class, the star players for the Jazz and Pacers were sat for the entire final quarters of their games last week. That suspicious choice received media attention and resulted in tanking accusations and the hefty fines. As a Jazz fan, we definitely are tanking, and I cannot blame them. Give me AJ first overall. Turning to the Olympics, professional American snowboarder Chloe Kim fell short in earning the halfpipe gold medal three-peat last night. It was South Korea's Choi Gaon that pulled off the come-from-behind win, ending with a 92-5 after falling on her first attempts. An injured Kim had a chance to take home gold riding last, but landed low, ending with an 88, good enough for silver. As Choi's mentor, Kim was quoted after the event saying that there was no one else Kim would rather have stood next to on the podium than Choi. Teams are beginning to report to MLB spring training in Peoria, Arizona, as the first full squad workouts begin for teams tomorrow. The league begins spring games next Friday, and the Mariners will open against the San Diego Padres. 17 Mariners will miss the majority of spring training for the World Baseball Classic, opening up new opportunities for young players such as Colt Emerson and Cole Young.
Coming up after the break, the Crews talking about plans for Valentine's Day.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm currently taking last-minute applications to be my Valentine's. Grant, how about you?
Well, I know I said it Wednesday, but I'm going to have a great day with my beautiful girlfriend, Mia. Our 2-year anniversary is coming up, so I think we're going to go into a little retreat in West Washington. We just really like the weather over there. I'm from Texas, she's from Arizona. I know I've told you all that before, but it's so beautiful up here and so ugly down there, so I think I'm just excited. What about you, Maddie?
Well, Grant, that sounds very nice. I do wish I had a lover this Valentine's Day, but I sadly do not. But this weekend, me and my roommates are going to Seattle for a little girls trip, so I'm excited, and yeah, how about you, Sienna?
I'm personally having a Galentine's Day myself. Super excited to just hang out with my girlfriends tomorrow and have the time of our lives. What's your guys' favorite Valentine's Day candies, though?
Oh, I'll tell you mine. I'm a big Kit Kat person, or the Reese's with the heart shape. I used to love it when I was in elementary school. There was a girl named Sydney. Whenever she'd bring me the little chocolates, I used to be smiling. How about y'all?
I'm a big Sour Patch, stuff like that, but I don't know, just something sweet.
I love the cinnamon jelly hearts. Those are my favorites.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for watching Murrow News 8. Make sure to check us out on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you.